What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer, and I'm back with a reaction video. Lords of the Fallen has released an extended gameplay presentation, which is about 18 minutes long. And yeah, this is a game I've been really excited for. Everything I've seen so far of the game has been just really good. Like the level design, like the combat, everything. I mean, very Dark Souls and Bloodborne. But regardless, it looks just so good, and I'm really excited to see more. So yeah, enough of me talking. Let's get into it.
Welcome to Mornstead, a prominent region within the vast and sprawling world of Lords of the Fallen. In today's extended gameplay walkthrough, we're sharing an exclusive look at just some of the diverse and harrowing areas you'll journey through in your epic quest to overthrow a deer, the demon god.
For a second, I thought he said a deer. I was like, overthrow a deer. Skyrest. Oh my god! Again, so Dark Souls.
This is Skyrest Bridge. It is guarded by Pieta, she of the Blessed Renewal, one of the game's early boss encounters. We must triumph against her in order to proceed with our holy charge, to restore radiance to the 6 beacons of the Sentinels, and thwart Adir's uprising.
O holy Aureus, by your radiance grant me the strength to continue to endure these dark days, to lay bare the path to salvation. And yet you now appear before me, a stranger, a betrayal made flesh, and one I cannot brook.
Melee, magic, and ranged abilities are seamlessly interwoven. Alongside standard attacks, you can choose between catalysts, bows, crossbows, or throwables, mapping up to 4 additional magic or range skills to your controller for immediate access. This rapidly speeds up combat and reduces the need to swap between options.
Cool.
As with many of the imposing bosses you'll encounter, Pieta has 2 very distinct stages. Death is not necessarily the end in Lords of the Fallen. When slain in Axiom, the realm of the living, you'll resurrect in Umbral, the realm of the dead. We now have one final chance to survive.
Is there a disadvantage or advantage to... that parry looks a little wonky to me. But if it feels good in game, that's a, it doesn't matter. Oh, what a whiff.
Though few and far between, these flowers denote special patches of ground upon which we can spawn a resting point, known as a vestige seedling. These come at a significant resource cost, however, and we can only spawn one at a time. The realms of Axiom and Umbral exist in parallel. Each world features its own unique pathways, enemies, characters, and, of course, treasures. We can now use this crafted vestige to return to Axiom.
The way he phrased that makes me worry that there's just the save points are going to be very rough. While the game looks good, The animations for the combat.
We can peer into the secondary realm at any time by raising the umbral lamp. Though be advised, this also renders you vulnerable to its inhabitants.
Like even during, like I was saying with the parry, the it looks a little, the
We will now
animations
use the lamp to cross over
look a
to
little
Umbral,
stiff.
though doing so will consume one of our 2 lives, and it isn't so easy to return to the world of the living.
Whoa, that's so weird looking.
Many enemies require a different approach to combat. This mendacious visage, for example, is only vulnerable when attacked from the back, or when it reveals its true form. You'll also come across permanent vestiges on your travels. As well as using these to return to Axiom, you can also level up your stats at these locations. Three schools of sorcery can be mastered: Rogar, Radiant, and Umbral, each specializing in a different area of the arcane and requiring a different catalyst to cast. Our current build is adept in Rogar, characterized by devastating pyromantic attacks.
Oh, blood tornado, what the? I like how when they die, they like burst into like
An
butterflies.
age-old borough built into the very cliff face, Pilgrim's Perch typifies the verticality of Moonstead.
Oh my
There
god,
are myriad pathways stretching both above and below.
that
with
totally
hidden
reminds me
areas,
of
treasures, and NPCs all awaiting discovery.
Demon Souls. What's that place called? It's like the very first Blight Town in in the Souls game. In Demon Souls. Damn it, what was it called? For whatever reason, it totally gives me vibes of that. He got sniped. Okay,
As
those.
a lamp bearer, all players are equipped with a devastating ability, the Soul Flay. By using one of a limited number of soul charges, we are able to extract the very soul of an enemy, ready to inflict significant damage.
I was gonna say like the little the fist whatever, they have such a pathetic sound to them. Like they sound wimpy. Something they could be awesome weapons. I'm just saying like the sound they make when they make contact with enemy, it's like very wimpy sounding.
The Soul Flay ability can also be used to manipulate the very environment when in Umbral.
No down attack? Missed opportunity.
We now find ourselves in Lower Calrath, an ever-burning district renowned for its displays of barbarity.
Ah, should have took that quarter.
We're now going to invite a second player to join us on our journey. This is easily achieved at any of the vestiges. You can choose to fight alongside a friend or a randomly selected player. Either way, your co-op companion will remain at your side for as long as you or they choose. As a Radiant Sorcerer, our ally is able to buff either character with various enhancements.
I mean, so far the enemies seem really cool, diverse, and they all have... This might be a mini boss, not necessarily a big boss. No, it has to be a big boss. So I dig the way he looks. No, he was just a regular ass enemy. That's what I thought. They look good. No idea what happened there. Well, that was funny. He was just looking around, and right then and there, the other person aggroed an enemy and brought him towards you.
It appears our way is blocked by an umbral entity. We will need to track its tendrils in order to locate and expel the source of its power.
Boss time? Boss time.
Finally, it's time to face off against the colossal spurned progeny, Scourge of Calrath.
Jesus. Jump. I meant to say roll.
The lands of Mornstead await you. Pre-order Lords of the Fallen now and prepare to unleash the darkness on Friday, the 13th of October.
Okay. Cool. Cool. But there are a few things I noticed there that I'm a little iffy on. Alright guys, that was the extended gameplay presentation for Lords of the Fallen, and overall the game looked really good. Again, the level design, like just the aesthetic of the game, the whole two world, it's just super interesting. It looks super gnarly and like cosmic horror and gothic horror mixed together. It looks really good. Now, one thing that now that I'm seeing it like now that I saw a good chunk of it, that I'm a little iffy on is the combat, because again, this is just from me watching this. Maybe if I had my hands on it I would feel differently, but like it started with the parry, like during the first boss fight and they showed him do the parry. The animation feels a bit lacking and like it looks a bit stiff, and the same was said for when he was like just doing regular attacks and rolls on enemies. Like, there's nothing wrong with them, but there's like, they just looked a bit stiff. That's, I guess, the only thing that comes to mind when I saw that. And then also some of the weapon sounds, like they sounded not that great. They sounded really wimpy, like, cause that's one thing that Dark Souls and Sekiro and Souls likes in general, they do a pretty good job of, is like the sound design. Like your weapons, when you hit something, like they make impact. This one, when he was using the little fist of things, it sounded so pathetic. Same thing with the little daggers, and even the sword. Like the sword wasn't too bad, but even then it was just like it didn't sound as good. Again, for all I know, it feels fantastic. It plays fantastic. So I could just be completely talking out of my ass. But that's just how it looked to me initially right here. That being said, I am still excited. I still want to see more, and I can't wait until October. So yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my reaction. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I appreciate any of y'all feedback. Subscribe. I'm streaming on Twitch, so please consider following me there at twitch.tv/justagamer, all together in one word, or you can click the link below. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good game.